Hello everyone, welcome to Ian Living in the Philippines. So there's been a few videos going on YouTube lately or recently, money. So again, this is only my opinion. I'm not an expert on money or anything. This is just my own opinion and what I've also experienced myself. So as you've seen on the title, Rich Man, Poor Man. Or it could be the other way, Poor Man, Rich Man. And then it could be Poor Man, Rich Man, Poor Man. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So let's start. There's always discussions about how much one should pay or spend living in the Philippines. And I always say most depends on how you was living before you came to the Philippines. Of course, if you had a good life and you had a house with a big garden and whatever, for some that would be luxury, you would not want to come over to the Philippines and live in a hollow brick house and whatever. So either you would think that you'd want the same or near enough the same conditions or even better. So coming back again to Rich Man, Poor Man, I've explained a few times how I lived or how I grew up. Um, I won't say we were a very poor family, but we didn't have luxuries that other people had. So we also had cold water. We didn't have candy. When I was a very small boy, I went to the shops and I stole the candy because my parents never had enough money to give me any pocket money. And yeah, we only had then the traditional British Sunday roast on a Sunday. That was the only day really that we had a proper meal. The rest of the week was snacks or sandwiches or maybe fish and chips once a week, or if that. So very simple meals and only on a Sunday. Um, we had a bath once a week. Not like now where you have a shower every day. Some here have 2 days, some have it three times a day. We couldn't have that. And you have the toilet outside. So these are the living conditions that I had when I was small. Okay, over the years we gradually improved. So then instead of having a toilet outside, we had a toilet inside. Then we moved again, and we had a bath. Yes, a bath. So it means I didn't have to sit on the chair with my feet in a bowl. And the last house we were in, we also had hot water. Oh, luxury, luxury. It was really. So these are the things I'm talking about. And then when I went to Germany and finally left the military, so we started off living in an old, very old apartment. It smelt damp, looked damp, and wasn't very healthy and wasn't good at all. But then we moved from there to a new apartment. So everything was new. So everything in there, bath and hot water, and heating. And then we upgraded from that to a house just over the road. So this is all to do. You have to think along with me. When you've lived in not so good conditions and you've worked your way up to where you are probably now, so you have a nice house, garden, big car, and then you have to go back to how you was living before. Could you do that? are you able to go back to no hot water or to living in rough conditions? No flush in the toilet. If you had a toilet in the house, this is the problem. So again, coming back to me, so I grew up poorly, always getting better, and then after I left Germany to go to China, I was very fortunate enough so the company sent me there, so that's where I lived, and I had a very good salary. So you get to mingle with the guys, and then you get invited out for meals, and you go to restaurants, and then you eat caviar. Before you think, oh, that's only for the rich people. And then we were drinking champagne. You think that's also only for the rich people. And there we are sitting with all these guys, managers and technicians and engineers, and eating the steaks and drinking champagne, and wow. So, and I said, because I had a very good salary, I was able to do this for a while. And then my Filipino wife, of course, she came also from not very good conditions here in the Philippines. And this is another thing I might add. She felt quite out of place. And the Philippines, so she'd just eat her rice and have a glass of water. And then you got all the knives and forks all set out in different glasses. And of course, she didn't have a clue which ones to take first. Something I had to learn also. You look up on Google, oh, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, we enjoyed that for nearly 12 years. And then like when you get used to going to all these 5-star restaurants and getting used then to eating all these meals. Although I must say, I think some of you guys know, when you see the portions you get on these, you get a big plate with a small piece of meat on it, one dollop of mashed potato, and a little bit of sauce splashed around it, and you're paying like double or 3 times more than if you went into a bar, had a big 400-gram steak with all your chips or your fried potatoes and coleslaw, and it's cheaper than in posh places. So I sometimes I says, oh no, I'd go to the bar and have some beers. But anyway, so I was sort of living the good life in Shanghai. Then you come to the Philippines, and you're going in backwards. So for me, that was no problem, because I've been there, and I knew when I was in Shanghai, I knew anyway that at some point, it's going to end. So I won't be getting that salary anymore, and I wasn't bothered. So I'll enjoy it while I can, because I know one day it's going to stop, and I'm going to have to go back to how I was before. I think some people have a problem with that. They cannot readjust back to how they was living before. And when they come over here, and it's like if we won't say rich guy, but a person that has a good amount of money that he can spend every month. If he was doing that in, say the States, he comes over here, of course he wants to pay the same and live the same. Can you imagine yourself coming to the Philippines and then living in a not like this to begin with, because you have to start somewhere. So, and I'm not talking about a hotel. I'm talking about living not like the Philippines, but near enough. So you can rent like a normal house or a as a condo. That's different again. But I'd say house, a Filipino house. I think a lot of you guys would have a. If like I said, if you were living good, whichever country you come from, and I'm pretty sure you'd have some problems unless you're like myself a long time ago, where you know the conditions already. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, it's the expectations you have when you're moving over to the Philippines, and even if you have a lot of money, do you have to live like someone special? This is why I asked always the guys, how did you live then in your home country? Was you someone important? Was you a manager in a company? Was you a director? Did you own your own company? These are all things that all come. But then again, we, I say normal guys, we say, if you had it so good in your country, why then come to the Philippines? Yeah, there's lots of things you can go into, but these were just the main things, like I've just mentioned. Rich man, poor man, or like I said, I mean, poor man, rich man. Can you go back to living then normal? And I says, I think a lot of you guys might have a problem. Okay, you get guys, they like living in the countryside, camping. Um, I think those type of guys would have absolutely no problem at all. But then if there's some of you city guys, you'd come over here then and just live in the city. I don't understand that again. For me, I say it's like we compared Shanghai with China. Shanghai is not China. If you want to see China, you have to go outside the cities, and it's the same here. Manila is not Philippines. You have to go out into the provinces. The provinces, that's the proper Philippines. They're the proper people. And also Cebu or Dumaguete and Ball, they're just too many. This is my opinion again. I know I'm going to get somebody because we've had it already. My opinion, and from some others also, is what we call them holiday resorts. They're okay if you go in there for a month or two, but not to live permanently. So that is not the. Yes, they've got nice views and you can live very, very good down there, but it's still not. That's just me. Maybe someone's going to say something, especially you guys that live down there. Yeah, I know you are. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong. It doesn't matter, but that's the way we think. But again, I'm sure you have to agree with me about the money. So would someone be prepared that has a lot of money then to spend less and live a less extravagant life as before? I don't know. We will see. Like I said, I've done it. So from nearly poor all through the years, I worked my way up, went to China, had a very good salary. I've tasted that life. Um, yeah, going to the bars and big discos, and then sitting with rich people, smoking their cigars and bottles of champagne everywhere, women, and it takes some getting used to. Because you're like, how much that cost? Oh no, 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 no. Even though you have the money, you still don't want. Wait, I think I'm getting dark again. Oh, this is right. Sorry about that, guys. Um, yeah, even though you have the money, you see the price and think, no, I'm not going to spend that. That's I can get something, well, not better, but I can eat that for that price, 2 or 3 times for that price. And then sometimes you just think, oh, bugger it, I've worked for it, and it's nice now and again. Get dressed up nicely and go to a posh restaurant or a hotel. We used to go to a hotel for the weekend, one of the expensive ones, and you get also treated like someone special. I don't like that either. That's not me. So, like I said, that's why when I come back to here, I feel better in myself. I don't like it. I mean, it's normal. They call you sir. I go to them, don't call me sir. Just call you Ian or whatever. I'm not. Who am I? The clown. So, guys, just something to think about. I'd say poor man, rich man. Can you, after getting, because this is it, when you guys, a lot of you guys, when you finish your military service and you get your military pension, this is the only thing I've heard. I don't know exactly. So you get quite, well, compared to us, you get quite a lot of money. Well, I say a lot. See, that's me again, because for me, that is a lot of money. So it depends. What was you doing before your military service, and what was you doing in the military service? How much money was you getting? So you leave the military, and then you get a pension after, which is it goes for something. It goes to the wow, look what I've got. Yeah, and then you want to spend it. And the problem, this is also one thing I forgot, and I mentioned this in the comment on another channel. You see all these people that win money, lottery, they win millions. What happens to these people a few years later? What? You don't know? Guess. I'll tell you. They go broke. Why, Ian? I'll tell you. Because they don't know how to go with money. They don't know. Of course, they know how to spend it. Or they just, oh, I want a house, I want a car. And they just go, they have no idea of spending their money, planning. So how much money or they buy the big house, or they rent a mansion, or so this is what they've been doing. They buy 2 or 3 cars. It's like these rich guy, the Arabs, the sheikhs. He's got like 50 or more, 100 cars. Why do you need 100 cars? What? Yeah, I've got that, and I've got that, and I've got. Wow, why? What for? Do you need it? No. This is it. Only spend your money on things that you need, not necessarily what you want. Oh, I want lots of things. I would like a car, yes. Do I need one? No. That's why I don't buy one. I'm going to go to watches. I like watches. I don't wear a watch anymore. I used to like the first year I was here. Not anymore. Why? Don't need it. Do I want one? Yes. Oh, yeah, there's many things. So, anyway, guys, you think about it. Because you see, I think that's a big problem over here also. A lot of these guys that end up going back home, they've come over here, good money, they've met a Filipina, and, of course she says, oh, that's no problem. And, oh, we can spend that, no problem. Yeah, they buy the land, they buy that. Like I've done it also. And then they buy the car, which I haven't done, just explained. And then they buy this, and then they buy that, and they just keep on buying and buying. and then a condo, and then spend what 20,000, 30,000. That's almost what I spend a month for everything. Do you need it? No, you don't. You would like it, yes, but there's no need. There's many small places that are nice. Anyway, so these guys spending the money, spending the money, spending the money, and at some time, oh, it's gone. So again, oh yeah, that was really. I done a video quite a while back, and I seen some others living the high life here, and ended up going home or going back home homeless. It happens. It happened to some guys here. They've had lots of money, and it's all gone. Ended up on the street. How would you react to that? Really, do you have anywhere to go when your money's gone? And that's even worse. Like I said, these people that, all you rich guys, I'll call you rich guys, because they say, yeah, what is rich? Yeah, what is rich? I think it's like my thumbnail. A rich person is a poor person with money. It's true. We all start off poor in the beginning. So, yeah. Again, anyway, it's something for you guys to think about. What happens if I run out of money? Would I be able to live rough? And how would that affect me and everybody around you? So guys, think about it. I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you on my next video or my next live. So till then, it's quiet here and say goodbye. Take care, guys, and take care of your money.